Hi guys, welcome to Litgyan. Let's discuss some MCQs on Shakespeare based on Routledge history. The first question is, the following lines are from which Shakespearean play? What is a man if his chief good and market of his time be but to sleep and feed, a beast, no more? A. Macbeth, B. Othello, C. King Lear, or D. Hamlet? The answer is D. Hamlet. Shakespeare's Pericles is believed to be written in collaboration with whom? A. John Fletcher, B. Christopher Marlowe, C. George Wilkins, or D. John Dryden? The answer is C. George Wilkins. Which Shakespearean hero is considered the epitome of the Renaissance tragic hero? A. Macbeth, B. Hamlet, C. King Lear, or D. Othello? The answer is B. Hamlet. There is no one kind of Shakespearean hero, although in many ways Hamlet is the epitome of Renaissance tragic hero who reaches his perfection only to die. Shakespeare's The Comedy of Errors is inspired from which writer? A. Aristophanes, B. Plautus, C. Seneca, or D. all of the above? The answer is B. Plautus. Plautus's plot of the confusion of identical twins is doubled with two sets of twins and twice the complicity of plot. Set in the Greek city of Ephesus, The Comedy of Errors tells the story of two sets of identical twins who were accidentally separated at birth. Antipholus of Syracuse and his servant Dromio of Syracuse arrive in Ephesus, which turns out to be the home of their twin brothers Antipholus of Ephesus and his servant Dromio of Ephesus. Moving on, which was the first tragedy produced by Shakespeare? Titus Andronicus, Hamlet, Macbeth, or King Lear? The answer is A. Titus Andronicus. Well, this type of questions are going to help you in the chronological based questions. So do keep these points in mind. Moving on with some explanation. Titus, a general in the Roman army, presents Thamora, queen of the Goths, as a slave to the new Roman emperor Saturninus. Saturninus takes her as his wife. From this position, Thamora vows revenge against Titus for killing her son. Titus and his family retaliate. His first tragedy, Titus Andronicus, uses which writer as its model? A. Achilles, B. Seneca, C. Plautus, or D. Sophocles? The answer is B. Seneca. His first tragedy, Titus Andronicus, uses the blood tragedy model of the Latin writer Seneca, which was very much to the taste of the 1580s audiences. Match the heroines with the plays they belong to. Well, we all know Shakespearean plays are very popular for their heroines. So you have to match them. We have the heroines Adriana, Katharina, Helena, and Volumnia. Let's see the answer. It is C. Adriana belongs to Coriolanus, Katharina belongs to Taming of the Shrew, Helena to All Is Well That Ends Well, and Volumnia to Comedy of Errors. Moving on with some explanation. Shakespeare's women are just as much forceful modern Renaissance characters as his men. From Adriana in The Comedy of Errors through Katharina in The Taming of the Shrew to the determined Helena in All Is Well That Ends Well, they demonstrate strength and assertiveness as well as femininity. But it is usually an untraditional kind of femininity. Even Katharina's famous acceptance of the tamed role to her husband Petruchio is framed in such a way as to be theatrically ambiguous. It is part of a play within the play where the mirror up to nature can be seen as having various prisms and slants. Moving on, which of the following Shakespearean plays have a theme of cross-dressing? As You Like It, King Lear, Twelfth Night, and Tempest. You have to choose the correct option. The answer is B, 1 and 3, that is As You Like It and Twelfth Night. In Shakespearean plays, it is often the female characters who lead and tame the men. In the gender-switching comedies As You Like It and Twelfth Night, it is Rosalind and Viola who, temporarily dressed as men, bring Orlando and Orsino respectively to the fullest realization of their own masculine potential. Shakespeare's first folio was put together by John Fletcher, John Hemming, Henry Condell, or George Wilkins. You have to choose the correct option. The answer is B, 2 and 3, that is John Hemming and Henry Condell. Mr. William Shakespeare's Comedies, Histories, and Tragedies. This is the complete title of his first folio. It is a collection of plays by William Shakespeare, commonly referred to by modern scholars as the First Folio, published in 1623. Printed in folio format and containing 36 of his plays, it was prepared by Shakespeare's colleagues John Hemming and Henry Condell. It was dedicated to the incomparable pair of brethren, William Herbert, 3rd Earl of Pembroke, and his brother Philip Herbert. Moving on, what is the total number of plays attributed to Shakespeare written or co-written by him? The answer is D, that is 39. He wrote or co-wrote a total of 39 plays over a period of 24 years. The following words are said by which Shakespearean character? The purpose of playing both at the first and now was and is to hold as it were the mirror up to nature, to show the very age and body of the time, his form and pressure. A. Lady Macbeth, B. Hamlet, C. Othello, or D. Iago? The answer is B. Hamlet. It is when he was instructing the actors to play the murder of Gonzalo in the play Hamlet. Moving on, which play was written on Queen Elizabeth's command based on her favorite character Falstaff? A. Henry IV Part 1, Henry IV Part 2, Merry Wives of Windsor, or D. Richard III? The answer is C. Merry Wives of Windsor. Queen Elizabeth I's own favorite character was Falstaff in Henry IV Part 1 and Part 2, and it was at her command that a comedy, Merry Wives of Windsor, was created around this jovial, cynical, humorous, fat, pleasure-loving adventurer. After watching Henry IV Part 1, she asked Shakespeare to write a play showing Falstaff in love. The following lines are from Now is the winter of our discontent, made glorious summer by the son of York. I am determined to prove a villain. A. Richard III, B. Macbeth, C. Henry IV, or D. A Midsummer Night Dream? The answer is A. Richard III. What is the subtitle of Hamlet? Prince of England, Prince of Denmark, King of England, or King of Denmark? The answer is B. Prince of Denmark. Identify the sonnet. Two love I have of comfort and despair, which like two spirits to suggest me still. The better angel is a man right fair, the worser spirit a woman colored ill. Sonnet 144, 154, 40, or 65? The answer is A. Sonnet 144. This is the complete sonnet. You can take your time and read it. That is it for today. If you like this video, you can subscribe the channel and you can also leave your doubts in the comment section below. That is it for today.